All right, time to take a look at what's trending online today.
And Nikki Bussey is with us, and found that JonBenet Ramsey's father is now back in the headlines. It's been a while since we've heard from either one of the Ramseys.
Right, I think the last time was 2006, but her dad is actually speaking out against the TLC show Toddlers and Tiaras. Now, if you remember, JonBenet was often a pageant contestant herself and held some titles, but John Ramsey says his wife Patsy, who died in 2006, didn't approach pageants the way many of the mothers in the show do. He says that they did it for fun and even called the show bizarre, adding that it is bad to put your child in the spot like that, and he wished he hadn't. It's been 14 years since JonBenet's unsolved murder happened, and at one time her parents were considered suspects.
That's still still one of the a bizarre case. This
Right.
the death of that child.
I know, it seems like we're never going to know either.
A mystery.
Right. Well, another mystery here, not really a huge mystery, but a student at Texas Christian University was nearly blinded after she was bitten by a brown recluse spider. She didn't really know what happened, but it happened in an airport. And if you don't know, the brown recluse is one of the most dangerous spiders in North America. The girl's head swelled to twice its size. She lost part of her ear from necrosis, which means it died. And she was lucky, though, only about one or two people die per year from these spider bites.
I know who was in town, got bit. One crawled in his shoe. He left his shoe out on the steps outside. Got bitten, put his shoe, put his foot inside the shoe, got bitten, and had all kind of health problems with that leg.
And it just, I mean, it kills everything in that area.
Yep,
That's so scary.
Well, this is a beer favorite, and it was the new name for a pair of Nikes, but lots of people don't know that black and tan is offensive to some. The black and tans were part of a British violence brutality movement against the Irish in the 1920s. So basically, it's like calling a shoe the Taliban or the Nazi. So now Nike is apologizing for the shoe, saying that they know that it can be viewed as inappropriate and insensitive to some people.
Well, I'm glad that Nike is responding that way.
Right.
You know, if someone's offended, I think you should change the language.
Right. I don't know what they're going to rename it. Couldn't find it though. And if you didn't know, it's Pi Day. The 14th day of March is always Pi Day. The first time it was dedicated was on March 14th, 1989 at a museum in San Francisco. So make sure you make a pie pun or sing a pie song. And I just wanted to ask you guys, how much of pie do you actually know? Don't look.
Too late. I just know 3.14.
3.1415 is what I remember.
That's what I got too.
Nope.
Nope, you're wrong.
Well, I stopped at 9.
Yeah, 3.1415 is what we were always taught.
I actually knew a guy who knew like some ridiculous amount of numbers because pi, doesn't end, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's infinite.
And Will Tapper
Pi
here,
goes on.
News at 6:30 reporter Will Tapper, he knows quite a bit of that himself. So if you see him, ask him.
Hey, Will.
How much do you know?
How much do you know about pi? Well, he's not working today. He's not the issue.
Yeah, it's so funny though. I think people thought it was like pie,
Oh yeah. Well, you can make a
when we
pie
first
pie.
talked about it. Yeah. Shows how much we know. Thanks, Nikki.
All right, Nick, thanks. If you stepped outside today, you already know this. Pi is 3.1415. No, it's warm today. 8 and 4 are the digits that are key.
Meteorologist Rob Ellis said this warmth is also, what?
Going to stay around for a while.
I was going to say record breaker. Is it a record breaker?
Nope.
Darn it. Okay, he's going to tell us more about the weather in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes, that's less than 3.1415 minutes.